Hello, and welcome back to some more Factorio space exploration. So currently we have, I did move this after the last episode, just to prepare this better in the future, because I'm going to need this stuff to be able to make a lot more of those eventually. So I kind of altered that, moved it over, uh, completely filled my inventory full of things, and then put them back. So right now we're really in a place where we need oil coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cheese this a little bit, and I'm going to head up here, and I think what I'm going to do, because as much as I love rail yards and making new ones and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, I think I'm going to start with this bed. Uh, and I'm just going to start with that. So we're just gonna start building what we can. Uh, Catherine, I think, yeah, she uses 1-4 trains, and for the most part, we'll have a lot of stuff. So we need to go down and grab a lot of things, and generally have those. I did extend these out, between episodes too, just to kind of make it a little bit easier. So by the time I need them, I've already got them built. So I'm just going to grab all the rails. My signals. What? We grab all the signals. Grab. Nope, we're not grabbing those. So we still got just the 10 little helper robots to start with. It ultimately makes me happier. We're happy about something. And while we're at it, probably want to put a few of these around to protect. Colleagues have actually that there like that. We'll come back in a minute, put some give some power to those. Some of this stuff down. That way, if we do have a meteorite strike this area, we don't destroy it. That put some of those in there. Give that guy a power. Even though it's not actually connected yet, should be fine. Got it there. All right. So eventually that wall will get connected and we'll have plenty of power. All right. So still building. All kinds of fun. So I haven't decided whether I want to build these out further or not. Right now, 1-4 trains, for the most part, 1-4 trains will you can kind of get away with a lot of it. I figured train yards and stuff like that, as much fun as they are to build and get them all set and started and stuff, it just, the whole train stuff, it's kind of like a balancer. Like, there's lots of ways to do it. there's more acceptable ways to do it than others. So sometimes just getting a nice blueprint to start with that just saves you a lot of time. You guys are just being just ultimately pokey. You need to find something that uses a bunch of crap that I have. That's what that will get rid of stone real fast. I could go through and start putting all this stuff down. We'll need to grab cranes and get all that stuff going. The real important one I want is the oil train. That's the one to start with. One of these things. Oh, it uses whatever fuel I give it. Uses whatever fuel I give it. And then that will basically allow us to bring all of our other items in and kind of feed them to the system. Come on. Probably don't need as many of these. That. Let's go grab a bunch of red belts. Let's see. We can get rid of these. Get rid of that too. Grab undergroundies. We need those. And we'll grab more of these. Get everything full. Get up here and let these guys. I probably could have just made a bunch more of these little robots, but they get a little derpy, so I try not to add too many. They do get a bit derpy. Yep, they're derpy right now. It didn't really help me do what I needed to do. I need to get stuff out of my inventory. There, that will do it. Gets a bunch of gears out of my inventory that I don't really need laying around. I'm a firm believer in using the pocket inventory. Yes, or the pocket crafting is more inventory space. It works really well usually. Let's get all this stuff going. Come on. And I plan on going right-hand drive because I'm a fan of that because it doesn't break my brain. So it looks like we need like 3 oil train or 3 wood cars. And then what we can do is I'll change all this stuff so that maybe I should have moved this up further, but this is fine. And then I'll just put oh no, I can't really do that. I'll just have to have long belts coming out. It's fine. It's fine. Problem is a lot of these guys are gonna want green circuit or green things to go at. And I don't have plastic yet, so that's going to greatly slow me down. Now, want it to build copper, copper and steel. It's so slow. The problem is because they're running back and forth. They're taking such long directions to go build stuff or to build stuff that these bots are great, especially for starters, but they don't always they don't follow. Like construction bots have a box around you, and if it's not in that box, then they won't build it. These things, they just like they latch onto something to build it, and they don't give a crap how far away it is. If they're told to build that, then they just go build it. So what you can do is you kind of saw the one that just kind of went up here and sat there for a second. He went up there with the rail to build it, but nobody had ripped the tree out yet. So he just got stuck there. So until somebody goes up there and breaks the tree down, he just stands around. And like, even though I'm up here and there's plenty of stuff up here to do, they keep running down here. So there's no range to them. And every once in a while, if you watch them really closely, they'll run halfway across the map to complete or keep working on something. When you're just like, dude, the thing's right there, right next to you. So there is some drawback to using these. Obviously, real bots are better, but we need. Yeah, see, like I'm over here now, and they keep running back over there. It's just they latch on to whatever it is that they've decided is the most important, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I guess I could just remove all the like red belt from my inventory, and that would stop. At least slow them down a little bit. But yeah, so like they're like running all the way up there now. It is that they have a a queue built up in their system, and they just that's what they're gonna do until they run out of whatever it is that they're doing, and then they'll go find something else. I think we're out of red belts finally. That'll slow all that stuff down. Yeah, they're still halfway across the map to go. Letters. But yeah, so we'll be moving to actual bots pretty much as when we can. But I need to get oil up, and today really the plan is to try to get oil uh, kind of added. Yeah, so like even if I run all of it, like if I take off and run down here, you'll see them. They'll for a little bit they'll come down, they'll grab things, and they'll keep going back. Yep. So he's like, oh, I got what I need. I'm gonna go back now. So it is both good and bad, but you gotta kind of pick and choose your battles with those guys. Let me go down here and grab some trains. I have no trains. Why don't I have engines? Why are those on? That was weird. Why are y'all putting signals on there? Weird. Congratulations. You get some iron gears. You get some iron gears. You get some iron gears. Make some trains. All right. So hopefully that'll get sorted. We'll hold the trains off for a second till we get. Yeah, that stuff is. It's gonna take a while to build all those back up. That's fine. That is fine. I think I have. Oh, I have more than enough. That. All right. Lots of fun. So actually, what we'll need to do is we'll run up here. We'll grab these guys. We're gonna put them in, and then we're gonna. The goal today is to get oil, and get it down here and start having it make things. So yeah, we need to get enough engines to at least get the oil train kind of going. So I'm not really worried about the red stuff right now. Just get all these guys kind of built. Just they're so slow in the beginning. Oh, robots are great, but in the beginning they are so slow. They said I probably could have done I don't know where they're at. Don't know where they're at. Should have been in here, I thought. Oh, there they are right there. So I can build like they're actually really cheap to build. These guys are pretty much done now. All right, come on. All right, so that should be all those. Now all we need to do is start building towards the oil, which is way over here. So we'll go down here. We'll get some more rails, which we're probably going to have not nearly enough rails for a while. We're gonna need more rails. Gonna need more rails. And then while we're at it, grab. Oh, I probably did not need 100 storage tanks. Grab rails. Wire. That is going to slow me down. We have a bunch of them. So that's good. We'll get iron plates that way. We'll go get our pump jacks. Don't have that many pump jacks yet. Ooh, let's slow that down. Did not well, I did not limit those. I did not limit those at all. Oh, of course you take the ones out of the problem is my inventory is full of garbage now. I have picked up too much stuff. Put those away, put those away. I have picked up too many things. Now, why isn't this thing working? It should be working. Because you don't have those. Okay. That'll at least start getting us blues. That'll be great. Grab all those. Slowly picking up a bunch of garbage I don't need. The trash slots. Got it. I miss trash slots. I want logistics robots. I want, like, obviously robots makes life a whole lot easier. Being able to build stuff and have them like bring and remove crap out of my inventory is very, very helpful. We're gonna run up here. Now we're gonna go to our trains. We're gonna go right-hand drive trains. Drive this guy up here. Stuff like that. Slowly start making our way towards oil. And unfortunately, it's just the bots are so slow. We can place them a lot faster than they can. So unfortunately, it's going to take us some. This is going to be a process. It's going to be a process. And Catherine Sky has the angled rails in. I am not a fan of angled rails. Like I'll use them for like a station or something like that, but having a large area where you have angled rails that are going back and forth, like I'm not a fan of. And honestly, Milos has his city block rails, and I actually, for building stuff like this, those are such nice Such nice blueprints. This. Like that. Drive up here. Then we will see. Let's get rid of that. Now let's go in here. Look at rails, rail outpost. She doesn't have oil. Not there anyway. Now this one does. Now the problem with Nilos is that his stuff is off filtered. I think I can go in and remove that. We can just do it there. That's not bad. Check this out. Do that. Oh, so sometimes when you start mixing rail blueprints back and forth, you can get into some trouble. I'll actually be okay. That. So eventually, hopefully, these guys all get built. Now, the cool thing with the Nilos trains is that once we build the combinators, these things will actually be limited so that only they'll limit how many trains can come. And they kind of auto limit themselves. The logic he has built is really, really helpful. Except for he's also got 4 trains here. So, but we can edit. I would rather have four cars picking up than 2 anyway. So slow. The issue is that, like I said, they go wherever they want, and then don't always, do things that make sense. Come on. They'll eventually get it all figured out. We'll get over here. I'm gonna pull these rails up. Oh. This is good enough that it may have just worked out perfectly. Come on. They're traveling halfway across the map because they saw something down there. They're like, oh, I can go work on that. I got it, boss. Don't worry about it. I'm going to worry about it, you little pricks, because y'all are... and then they'll get stuck on rocks. So what happens is they'll get stuck on they'll run into a rock, and then they'll just sit there and just slowly hit it, and can take freaking literally like forever. All right, we got all that stuff going. Come on, we just need oil today. Just need some oil. Probably would have helped if I actually had built a couple of trains and used them to drive back and forth. That may have been helpful. All right, go ahead. We'll run back. Just gonna keep turning stone into landfill just to get it out of the inventory. All right. So good news is we actually have the items that we need up there for that. Bad news is it's going to take me forever to build these trains. Oh, so yeah. So whenever you have stuff, it's just it is what it is. But it's one of those things that make it difficult to use these guys in the very beginning, and it kind of makes them have a major drawback, which is why I use these instead of the because you can have the RoboPort that you can. There's the mod where you start with a RoboPort and a bunch of bots. And I don't use that one because I don't know that one's definitely cheaty to me. This one's cheaty, but it's got enough frustration involved in it that it makes it feel like I've earned it. But those away. Let's get rid of that. That stuff. We need that stuff. We don't need that. All right. Let me go down here. We have what these things does it take to build stuff? There's the you need gears. All right. We're basically as fast as we can. It's the issue is that I'm pulling the gears from over here instead of over here. And all right, look, dude. Stupid, these stupid train signals. It just needs more gears. I'm too much draw on the gears, and it's just causing grief. Uh, put those in there. I got so many blue handled inserters. Probably do not need so many of those. I need I need so much stuff. I need oil. That's what I need. Need oil. Do that. Grab most of those guys. Why are you not working? You need gears. Of course you need gears. Why wouldn't you need gears? I do that, of course, why wouldn't you need that too? I guess I could have just brought gears from over there. Either way, it's going to be a mess. Okay. Fine. Can you make those train cars for me, please? I just need 3 of them. One more. There you go. 3. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going here. I'm going to grab my train. I'm going to hold my train in my hand. And the reason I'm going to hold my train in my hand is because if it's in my hand, then my robots can't grab it. And that way I can control, because I don't have enough engines right now, I can control where they get placed at. And where I need them placed at is here. I don't know what this thing's supposed to be. What are you? Oh, big stick. Okay. And then we'll get fuel up to these guys here at some point. That will all be good and fun. Now, fuel. It looks like comes off of there. So if I do that, I can cheese fuel from here. Why are you not working? All right. So if I do this, and I do filter, fuel, that's fine. Pick up a little bit of sand. Grab this guy. This, pick these guys up. Look at that. Now, sometime next year, we'll have fuel. It'll be great. So at least get us fuel started. Problem is like we'll have to look and see what boxes those things had. That may be a problem. All right, let me see if we get some more pump jacks. Pump jacks. There's 20 of them. That's going to be helpful. We'll get some underground pipes. Get a couple more of those. Get the old power. We'll connect this thing to power up here. That will greatly improve our chances of the old train moving. That should get those guys going. Now these guys, that wants iron chest. So I'll make me a handful of iron chests so I can get those things going. Just need to get some iron. That it's put that right there. Let's get stuff that in there. That's fine. Stuff sand in there too. You know what? Stuff glass in there while we're at it. Stuff bricks in there. That'll be all right. All right. So now I need a bunch more reds belts to get all this functioning and working. And where's my? Oh, it's all you can iron chest. Not all. Some of them are. Okay. So her basically these work on the ability to build iron and steel chest. She uses those for her upgrades, so that as you build things in the future, it basically auto builds, or it builds the ones that needs to be converted later. So we are going to go have a chat down here someplace. Doesn't. Problem is, I need steel. And I still, like, this is the one I need right here. But I have that converting. So maybe I can do this. This. Okay. That. So this one is going to be steel chest. Sure, why not? This is going to be iron chest. Sure, why not? But do steel chest here like this, that, this, that. We're going to limit. Do like that. Limit. Do like that also. Take you. Put you there like that. And then that way we'll be building chests. So then when we come back, I'll have plenty of chests that we can grab and do what we need to do there. Do we have? We do have combinators. I don't have them being built yet, but we do have them. All right, we'll build a bunch of combinators because we will need them. I got plenty of those. They're off doing crazy stuff. All right. Sorry, it's been a lot of running around and a lot of trying to figure stuff out. But that moving to oil, are trying to get oil brought in, It's such a change, and trying to get stuff moving and going. It's a big change for the game. It's you kind of it is a big jump. So we are hopefully going to have that here soon. These guys are going to take forever. And then hopefully I'll get this stuff all out fairly early this morning. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Most of the stuff includes building a new computer. So hopefully the next computer is going to be a bit stronger than the one we currently have, which is scary as that is. We are just going to be. You're just being difficult today, aren't you? Let's put that stuff in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Stone in there. That in there. We'll eventually come back. We'll pick those up and get rid of. And I'll have items. Basically, I'll have the bots be able to grab and put stuff away from us, so that all that stuff gets put where it needs to be. All right, let's get up here. We got everything we need. So I think we'll be able to get up here. So now I'm going to use another fancy trick. We've used the Outpost builder here to build our mining rigs. It's just I love those so much, just because like you can build the ones where you just kind of tile them around and do that stuff, but the reason I really started using these and kind of where it really comes into its own is here, where I'm going to go Control Shift P, and I get a little pump jack thing like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over and just grab a big area, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to just release it. And then we'll change it to that pipes, and that's fine, right? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and confirm that. And what it's going to do is it's going to go down and it's going to basically connect all the stuff we need. It's going to put a pump jack in every location, and it's basically going to run all the pipes into one groove. It does that and figures it all out, and you don't have to sit here and rack your brain and flip things around and do stuff. And so then what I'll do is I'll go down here, do this, then I'll just run this guy down here like this. And then that is going to be connected like this to like this. Pick our little drag our power pole up here, and then it's all connected, and then they just turn on. But once again, you get stuck into a rock, and he'll just sit there forever. He'll slowly ping that rock away until they make it through it, but it takes flipping forever. All right, so now this is going to start filling up. We'll get these things. So the way this works is it looks at these things, and it sees, basically whatever you find equals 1, right? And then it goes through and it says basically that takes whatever the input is, turns it into A. This says A is divided by the number of trains I have coming in. And then this one here is basically, it's a bunch of math to figure out how much stuff we can actually do. Now, this is how many locomotives, or this number here is how many trains maximum you want to be able to come here. And then this is how much each train will hold. So basically this thing's set up so that I can have 2 trains come in here. And I'm probably going to change this to, well, actually, if it's set up correctly, the trains won't come in here unless they can be filled. So like it won't even call a train until it can fill the train up. So when we come back up here to bring the pumps, we'll have the it should have enough oil that it will start registering trains. And then we just chain the train down here so that it goes and picks up oil, and then we'll have oil at our base. It'll be great. Except for the part where the trains don't have any fuel, and that's going to slow it down. There's always a problem, right? There's always an issue and a problem. All right, so we'll keep doing this. So I need to go get. I need iron chest. These are all, yeah, this is all iron chest. All iron chest. Over there is blue chest. That's going to be a while before I get ready for those. All right, so let's go down here. Let's get us some iron chest. Let's get us some more red belts. I need to figure out what I need to do. I need to build some of those. Eventually, I'll get all this stuff being built so that it's all. I don't have to go freaking track it down. As much fun as that is, just build those. They'll be fine. Probably put some of these pipes back because I probably don't need that many of them on me. Those away for now. We'll get some more of those eventually. Pick up iron chest. Just grab all. Just grab all of them, and then hopefully eventually that's going to get our trains to start having power. So we've got we'll have our train moving stuff here very soon, and then fortunately I need to get. I need more red belts. Yeah, so they're going to start putting stuff in the wrong place because, well, that's what they do. So I need more red belts. More red belts. But yeah, so I'll finish up getting this thing built and fleshed out and making sure that it's working. And then next time we're going to come in and we're start building oil to start building plastic. Now plastic's going to be difficult because right now I'm using all of my coal to make fuel, and I'm probably going to need straight fuel or straight coal to be able to make plastic and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll have to see. see how that one works. So we're gonna have to get some coal, and I may just bring coal in from someplace else and just bring it in on a train. They'll be fine. Get these guys just built in. Wonder how much this stuff actually stores. That's the store stack. That's fine. So that is there you go. I don't have okay, I'm still building. Still building those. Now if I get in this train, so crude oil 1, and then we're gonna change this to empty inventory. So we're gonna change this to basically oil. We're gonna tell it to full cargo. Oh, it doesn't actually have it doesn't have any oil up there yet because it I need to build 2 more trains because I'm going to change this to a 4 train. Like it will work with 2, but the problem is it didn't have a pump there. So since it doesn't have a pump there, it couldn't actually put the oil into the tank. So since it can't put the oil into the tanks, it's not going to work. All right, so let me get back here. And you can just whenever you click on the train like that, you can control click onto the map and force it to go someplace, and then it'll kind of wait there for like 5 seconds, and then once it gets done waiting there, then it will take off and go back to its normal scheduled activities. So there's that guy there. So we're gonna turn him to manual. Now I want to go in here. I want to do this. I actually want that there. Right? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I want that there. If I do that, that will allow me to get four trains. That will allow me to do 4 cars. Small change there. I don't know. I like 1.4s. Like you can go to 1.41s and kind of get them to speed back up. I'm not really worried about speed. Speed is fine, but all right, let me go over here. Let's get some of these. Let's get some of these. Those things are full. That's going to cause me problems. Stand. There you go. Let me get That's good. We just need 2 of those. This should be more than enough trains to fill everything out. We need up here, get some more of the cars kind of starting to build. I am way over time. Oh my lord. Oh, that should get those guys out. Get this guy right here. Put you there. Put you there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go jump in this guy. And then I'm just gonna try to turn it on, see what happens. So now that station has enough oil in it that it's going to allow me to go and grab it. So what will happen is we should land up here, basically pull in, they'll fill it. If I had lights, you would see that it had extra things for or a light for however many trains that it could accept. And then we'll go ahead and we'll run this guy down here like this. And then once we get down here, it'll be magically delicious. We have all of our oil. Now, oil's unloaded, filled into the system. Now the bots have got to catch up. And it will just kind of keep going until these guys get full. Once they get full, then we'll have plenty of stuff. So, but with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'll get this finished being built out. We'll get this stuff kind of sorted. And we're going to be ready to start putting oil probably right in, like maybe over here someplace, somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we'll have oil. I'll be working on that next episode. As always, if you are enjoying the videos, I would greatly appreciate a like, because those really do help me to help the channel, helps the algorithm, all that stuff. And then make sure you're subscribed to the channel to keep getting videos recommended to you. And if you have a question, comment, or concern, please leave that down below. With that, you guys be safe. We'll talk to you soon.